when recession hits and money gets tight, the last thing people think of doing is starting a new business. But that's exactly what our next guests have done.
As part of our Recession Businesses series this morning, we've got three people who haven't let the downturn in the economy bruise their entrepreneurial spirit. Mark, Siobhan and Jerry, you're all very welcome. Mark,
Morning,
you
guys.
first. Tell us about this new ladder system. It's for an escape method to get out of high-rise buildings, but not necessarily skyscrapers. We're talking about apartment blocks, anything that's probably over 2 stories.
Anything over three stories where you won't make or where you wouldn't make a direct safe jump from, essentially. So you're talking from 2 stories and above. What the product is, it's a supplemental escape device. So in the event that your stairs, that your conventional means of exit is out, your stairs is on fire, it's filled with smoke, or the lifts are out, that the idea is that you'd use one of our systems as a supplemental escape device.
It's a bag, essentially. It's a very fancy bag.
Absolutely. That's called an evac suit. It's patented worldwide. What you do is
you put on the suit first.
Absolutely. You hop into the suit. It can take up to 400 pounds. It can take a woman and a child, for example. And it drops you. The suit itself is attached to what is known as a controlled descent device. The controlled descent device drops you at a controlled rate at 3 feet per second safely to the ground. As you go down, the next user the rope at the other side goes up.
And is there something attached to the building to allow this descent to happen?
Yeah, there's what we call a boom. It's attached to it's at your balcony, or it can be attached to just inside your window, or it can be attached on the ground of your balcony, in both residential and commercial
And then would you leave the suit bag thing out by it, and you just say there's a fire?
It comes It basically there's different systems. You'll see them on the web. We've got a new web up and running as of last week, www.hres.ie or hres.co.uk.
I think we're just looking at scenes of it there, Mark. Yeah.
And what you do is one of the systems is actually it's in a light box. Everything comes pre-assembled, installed, and ready to deploy. So set up already, everything is ready just for you to hop in and essentially
So how many would you get out? If we're sort of, obviously time is the essence in an emergency. How many people could you get out of a building?
Just giving you an example, say one system on the 10th floor could get 30 people out in about 8 minutes. So you could essentially have 30 people out ever before the fire brigade or the emergency rescue.
If you're talking, if it's at a lower level, you could essentially get more people.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, it varies.
So are you thinking businesses or residential or both, Mark?
We're everything. We're businesses, residential. We can put them on apartment blocks. Because I myself lived in an apartment block in Dublin. I often wondered, if the stairs were out, how could I get out of this building? Or if the stairs are but so we're going apartment blocks, government, councils, basically everything that can be installed anywhere.
And how much does it cost?
The important thing to know is that not alone can they be installed in new buildings, but they can also be retrofitted to old buildings. We come out, have a look, and see exactly where we can install.
So cost, family of 4, they love the idea of this. How much does it cost them?
Our systems start, or say products in HRS start at as low as a few €100, and then systems themselves, it varies. It depends on the system that you want, but what we'd say is log onto the site, have a look at the systems, and then we'd be happy to give a quote. Come out, even have a look, and give a quote free of charge.
Okay.